Good morning. Hello. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are well. I am here today to talk contour. So I'm going to get right at it. If you're watching this a little bit later, just hashtag replay so we can make sure that we get to all of your questions. Okay, contour. So contour is adding shadows, or actually like accentuating the shadows of the natural curves and shape that your face already has. So you're just kind of adding dimension and sculpting a little bit of what you already have going on and just bringing it out a bit to create like a natural kind of dimensional look with your 3D foundation. So I'm going to give you guys a little peek into the contours here. I feel like my hair's all over the place lately. Beautiful, beautiful brown colors here. This one is Bella. So I'm going to kind of show you guys the difference between Bella, our bronzer, and contour. So bronzer is to kind of warm you up. And it's going to be a lot warmer. Contour is a much cooler kind of brown, and so it's going to add those shadows. So let me just give you a peek into bronzer, and then a peek into a contour. So you can kind of see that one's olive, but you can see that it's a lot ashier in tone, where the bronzer is a lot warmer. So, and you can see kind of down here that although it's cream and very pigmented, you can like blend it out and sheer it really well. It's really light that way. So, I am just going to give you guys a few things, a little lesson on contour here. So I'm going to really work on this side. I don't have any on yet. So you can see I just did a blank canvas of my highlight, little lip and cheek there. So I am going to walk you through the contour. Now, the detailed hack brush gives us really good, precise contour. So I'm going to go there, and I am going to work with the corner of this brush right here first. I'm going to find this cheekbone, kind of where your hairline meets your ear right here. And we're going to work that contour up into the cheekbone right here. So we're going to start there. We're going to go, actually, let's start at the top. We're going to go along the hairline. We're going to make this 3 shape. So we'll come back to this, but we're going to go a 3 right here. I'm just going to kind of kitten paw into the contour, and I'm going to use that corner. Still, I could maybe even go to the broom side up here. And I am using indigo today. So that is, we kind of have a little bit of some shade variation. So some are more cool for cool tones. Some are slightly warmer, but not as much as bronzer. For warmer tones, I have a bigger forehead, so I can kind of come down a little bit farther. If you have a smaller one, you're going to want to stick up here, and you're going to want to work it into the hairline so that you kind of have that natural shadow. I like to bring it down here just a little, whatever's left over on the brush. And then again, I'm going to kitten paw it back in, and I'm going to push up into this cheekbone right here and kind of curve this cheekbone out. If you have a thinner face, a more angular face, you could even use this guy and kind of just draw that little Nike swoosh on right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the flat side and go underneath my jaw. So I don't want to get any up here looking like a beard, but keeping it underneath the jaw. So again, it just kind of creates that shadow here, kind of like lose that double chin, add dimension to that jaw. This guy is going to kind of carve out that cheekbone and really help that cheek pop. So we don't want it to come any farther towards our mouth or nose than about the end of the eye. So that's something to think about as well. And then I am going to go over to my nose. So there are different ways to sculpt your nose. I have the tiniest little bump, so I need to be careful right there that I don't accentuate it by doing the lines. So I really need to keep those two lines way up on top of my nose. So again, kitten paw in, and I like to kind of stamp it way up top. So that way, and I'll go ahead and show you both sides, but I really want to keep it off this side right here so that it doesn't accentuate that bump. Let's see if I can stamp it real thin here. And then I will blend it out. But what I end up doing to not accentuate that bump is to just put a little bit in the center. That won't be for everybody because not everybody has that issue, but I'm going to kind of fan this out and just make sure that I've gotten it on top so that it isn't accentuating that bump right there. Yes? Okay. So some other cool things that you can do with your contour is flip to the other side and you can actually brush it under here. So that kind of increases that look of that pout because you're adding to that shadow below your lip. You can even get the multitasker brush. I don't see mine here. Oh, it's in this. And you can even take the small end of the multitasker. I'll show you guys real quick. And you can use a little bit of liner. Sometimes contour is nice as a base for some of the nude lipstick looks. And then you can even, I have shadow on, but you can even throw it on as your shadow and be all done for the day with just your quad. So that is all kinds of fun and exciting things you can do with your, grab a cup of coffee, with your contour. So I have everything kind of set here. The other thing you can do with your contour is your brows. You can use it in your brows to fill them in, to shape them out. It gives usually a really nice color there, so everything kind of melts into your face together. So there's lots of awesome things to do with this contouring. So I am going to now take my perfector and I'm going to blend this out. So I'm going to make sure that these lines look really natural and smooth. So I'm going to use the big fat side here, kind of blend that together there. I'm going to blend up into my blush here. I don't want to completely lose this contour by like shadowing it away. I want to keep that soft line there. And you can kind of decide how dark or not you want to make that. And then for my nose, I'm going to flip over to the other side. And I really just want to get this up in there and blend that out so that it was looking really natural and kind of, we want to like thin and elongate that nose. So this side has nothing, sort of blank canvas. And then this side you can see some of these shapes and dimension that kind of carve out, lose the 10 pounds here, make sure my neck is really nice and trim. And you can see that on this side, it's kind of brightening this whole area. So bringing out the eyes, excuse me. And so it's looking really, really nice on that side. Instead of a flat dimensional look, we have some like, some shape, some texture there, and some dimension. I'm like totally, excuse me, I'm losing my voice, ladies. So if you guys have questions on that or colors you need, just reach out to us. I'm going to go ahead and finish the other side of my face. so that I can be even. And then, what else was I going to say? If you guys have color matches, go ahead and let Darla know if you're interested in grabbing anything. She has her link up there. She's so excited to be joining us as an artist and learning all the things. So it's really fun because all the tips and the tricks that you learn here, she'll be sharing with you guys, which is awesome. And if you guys need anything, we are here to answer those questions. Okay, so I'm finishing this up. I actually am going to grab a little bit more of my highlight real quick. And I just kind of like to make sure that this is really nice and blended here. So I kind of give it like that swirl motion. And then I'm going to add just a bit more. I used a Love Spell today. A bit more of this lip and cheek up here. And I actually got it a little bit too high. So easily correctable here. So I can take that highlight shade and be like, just kidding, we don't need blush all the way up there. And then I'm going to bounce this guy all around and kind of make sure that everything is blended out. All right, and my finishing step, just because I'm here with you guys, is going to be a little bit of my Stay setting powder. So I'll do that real quick. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and throw them up there. Like I said, we have a variety of colors for our contour shades. And so if you're a little more warm toned, cool toned, we have something for you guys. We can match it to your brows as well, so you can get all the things done and get that dimensional 3D look with just one layer of product. So you have not a buildup of cake or anything like that, but just a really pretty, natural, soft, dimensional look. Excellent. So with that, I will leave you to it. If you guys have questions on the contour and any color questions or anything like that, just go ahead and drop them below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful, let's see, Thursday.